everyone, this is Laura Bray at Lauragram NYC on Instagram. Today we're in the Lower East Side at Casa Mezcal and we're going to have some Mexican. Join us. So we're here in the Lower East Side with the operators of Casa Mezcal, Jacqueline Pacini and Florian Hugo.
Hello, happy to be here.
So can you tell everybody why this neighborhood in the Lower East Side and when did you open?
So we opened this place to belong to a very good friend of mine and ours. We opened 13 years ago, back when Lower East Side was no man's land. And Casa Mezcal to this day has been sort of a beacon on that block. And we took over the team last year, post-COVID, and with a mission to continue to keep Casa Mezcal on a map, hospitality map, and try to pursue the mission of promoting Latino culture, specifically Mexican.
Well, this was the first mezcaleria in the New York City. So what we are trying to preserve is the original concept that Ignacio Carballido had 14 years ago when he started the mission to build this place. And then after years and after COVID, the place has been struggling as many other places in New York. And when we took over the place, we try to get back to the original concept, which is to be a good mezcaleria, good Mexican food, but in a modern way, not just the Mexican places that people think there is always the same, so we're trying to preserve it as modern places.
So Jacqueline, I know you're the mixologist of Casa Mezcal. I'm really excited to try the cocktails. Can you tell us what we're going to have today?
Sure. Well, the cocktails that we are going to try today, the first one is a very important for me because we are preserving this cocktail with Mexican ingredients, which is going to be a Negroni, but instead of gin, we're going to use mezcal. And not just mezcal, it's a mezcal, an aged mezcal, so it's a mezcal añejo. We infuse the mezcal with Palo Santo, and then we create a classic Negroni with that one.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Wow. I love it.
Then the second cocktail that we're gonna try, the name is The Lovers. It's a margarita with lavender, and we also infuse the mezcal with lavender, and then we create a margarita with that.
So what do you think?
It is delicious. I love the lavender. Wow. So if you're not particularly a fan of mezcal, I'm not saying that's me or anything, but what sets Casa Mezcal apart to get people who aren't so mezcal, who don't love it as much, to start drinking it and really love it and become such a big fan?
So we happen to have a lot of people like you and like I was a couple of years ago. I'm French, so mostly into wine and actually gin. And I had this bottle of mezcal for my friend Ignacio, who owns the place, in my kitchen for about 8 years. Never touched it. And then when I met Jackie and she had started, trying to convert me to mezcal and trying her cocktail, I told her, apparently there's a lot of people like me coming to Casa Mezcal who probably had a bad experience with it, and now they're like, no, we don't want it. So we designed some tricky ways to, before they leave, they get to love mezcal again. Through shot, through cocktails, turning classic into new mezcal classic, like you just mentioned with the Negroni, which is one of my favorite drinks. And we find ways to direct them to finally a sipping experience where they actually end up appreciating a pure mezcal without any artifact, without any ingredients extracted, and they leave actually surprised that they could love mezcal maybe as much as they would love tequila, a nice añejo suave tequila. We have plenty of mezcal to show them that it's not only that smoky, hard to drink. Some are very approachable, very nice to drink it themselves. So hopefully we have succeeded more than time to convert these people into new mezcal believers.
It's so smooth.
And it's mezcal.
I know. It's so
mezcal
smoky.
añejo.
It's really good. I'm now a mezcal fan. So thanks for converting.
You're a believer.
Me.
Cheers.
Thanks for
That's
converting
it.
me.
We converted another believer.
Yep.
That's it.
Wow. Jacqueline, all of these dishes look so beautiful. Can you tell us about them?
Thank you so much. I'm excited to explain to you the dishes. The Chiles Nogada is a seasonal dish from Mexico, and we normally start eating this from September to November. September is our Independence Day month. So we start the month with Chiles Nogada, which is a stuffed poblano pepper with ground beef and ground pork, and they put peach. I mean, every city in Mexico has different ways, but Nogada is like a walnut cream sauce, and it's just for the season. Then the second dish that we're gonna try today is a pozole. Pozole is an all-year t-shirt, normally for hangover, but if you're not hungover, it's okay also. But especially in September, because it's our Independence Day month, we eat pozole a lot. In this case, the chef decided to do a green pozole, so instead of red tomato, he's using green tomatoes. Then we're gonna have aguachile. Aguachile is gonna be like a ceviche, so it's gonna be raw shrimps cooked with lime, serrano pepper, cucumbers, and normally it's a dish from the north of Mexico or the Pacific Ocean. And then at the end, we're gonna have our signature dish, which is mushrooms al pastor. The chef is putting el pastor dish, which is a very famous taco, but it's pork. So in this case, we're trying to do a vegan option, but with the same flavor. So people, either you eat it like this or you create your own tacos.
I can't wait to try everything.
You should try the poblano first. It has a very mild but very intense flavors at the same time, and you'll notice you should taste both the fruits, the type of meat that's inside, and then what's putting things together is the sauce, the walnut Mexican sauce, and it's very nice.
I taste everything that you're saying, and it all just works so well together. All the components and the textures and the flavors are just so enjoyable and so satisfying. I can see also why you eat it during this month.
Now then, try the pozole. I hope you like it.
I bet I will. So good. I love that the chef decided to use the green tomato. It's just so earthy but balanced, and it's delicious.
Now you should try the aguachile. It's very refreshing, very cleansing, especially when you have, like I say, when you have the poblano, it balances out all the flavors. But it's very clean, there's no calorie in there. It's great for you. And then you have a good margarita after that.
All right. No calories. Okay, here we go. Definitely a nice palate cleanser.
Right.
So good.
And finally, we're gonna have the mushrooms al pastor, which is the signature dish.
I'm definitely excited to try the signature dish, so. I love how the chef has chosen the mushrooms because they eat like the steak and they eat like meat, so it's meaty and hearty and filling, but it still remains light with all the vegetables and all of those other options. So just such a great take on this dish. Thank you so much, Florian and Jacqueline. This has been absolutely amazing, and I love that I live right here, so I can't wait to come back and try even more.
Oh, we can't wait to see you. Let's
Thanks
cheer.
Let's drink.
Jacqueline, what do we have?
So let's, you choose. This is a Rosemary Margarita with Mezcal. We infuse the rosemary with the Mezcal. No, any syrup is added, just all natural, and chamomile salt that we made it at home. And this one is a tequila with rose water and hibiscus and tajin on top. And then the last one is one of our best sellers. It's El Pastor Borracho. It's fresh pineapple, jalapeno syrup, tajin on the rim, and tequila infused with cilantro.
Thank you.
I'm gonna choose the rosemary.
I'll take the best seller.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So what do we do in Mexico?
Arriba,
Arriba.
abajo,
Abajo,
Abajo.
al centro,
centro,
adentro.
y adentro.
For Flavors of New York, this is Laura Bray, Laura Graham NYC on Instagram, at Casa Mezcal, saying cheers. Stop by.